Hello, everyone. Let me set everything up so I can see your messages. Okay, so I'm feeling very zen today. So I guess this is also a little bit of a healing session. Okay. Um, yeah, so everyone, let me know where you're calling in from. I would love to hear from you. And also get some tea or coffee. It's so good to speak to you. I know that I'm not doing so many lives because, time goes so fast. And then each time I'm planning to do it and it just doesn't really happen. Um, so what I thought about doing today is talk a little bit about this fantastic conjunction today. So the Jupiter Venus conjunction that is happening today exactly at 25 degrees. I'm definitely feeling it. It's very strange. I don't know if all of you have the same because, it's ruled by Cancer, or it's ruled by the moon. And Jupiter also expands emotions, feelings. And yesterday I felt very different from today. Today I'm just really in a bit of a bliss. So I'm happy to share it with all of you. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this conjunction. And then I'm open for your questions, okay? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to share with you this energy today, okay? Make sure to drink some water after because today is an intense one. Um, so yeah, and then you can ask me one question, okay, about your chart. I have my program here, and because usually I do readings with people one on one. I really so enjoy doing that. And but once in a while I want to give people an opportunity that maybe do not have the chance to pay for a reading. So that would be today. I will ask you some questions. You can ask questions about spiritual growth if you're on the spiritual path, because as some of you know, if you've been watching my channel, it's very focused on spirituality. It's the path that I've been on myself for quite some time. And I'm happy to share everything that I've been through that I know can help other people as well. Um, so yeah, on this channel, for everyone who's new, I think most of you are already familiar with my channel, but I combine astrology with intuitive insights, a bit of channeling, if you noticed. Um, yeah, so it's a bit of everything, okay? It's all for growth. And what I aim to do with this channel is really help people understand themselves better, grow in life, and really grow into the things that you really want. Because quite often, your astrology chart is a blueprint, and sometimes we have these talents that are like undiscovered, or we just need a little push to get going in life and to understand that, yes, you can do that. Or maybe be careful of this thing, sometimes we have these repetitive patterns, and sometimes that can lead us towards victim mode, or thinking that, why is this happening to me? And just by understanding our chart, we can really, you know, get a grip on what our lessons are. And if we understand them, we can kind of dissolve them, right? It's kind of like a video game that we're playing. And this game has different levels. And when you come closer to the advanced level, the lessons are going to be more difficult. So sometimes people get scared. They come on the spiritual path and they think, oh, lives gets harder. But literally, you're vibrating on a higher frequency, or you're starting to vibrate on a higher frequency. So your lessons come quicker, faster, slap you in the face. And we get scared, okay, and we kind of get out of it. But literally, if we just face them, if we face what we fear, if we go out of our comfort zone, also with the good things, sometimes we don't go out of our comfort zone. Yes, Karen, it's a beautiful feeling, isn't it? And really get back to yourself, because that's what astrology is made to do, to come back to our true nature. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about this conjunction of today. And maybe some people have this in the natal chart that are watching, because some people are here with me live, and I'm really happy to connect with all of you. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna probably be a bit slow because I'm a little bit blissed out today, okay? But I'm gonna try my best to give you the answers that, you know, that you would like today. So when we look at Jupiter in Cancer, it's exalted, right? And it's in a conjunction with Venus, the planet of luxury, the planet of beauty. And in my opinion, it's the planet of self-love. Because when we love ourselves, um, it's going to be much easier to allow love into our lives, right? And we don't have to be perfect to allow love into our lives, but we have to accept ourselves. And when it's in Cancer, there is this motherly kind of energy, okay? Like you want to take care of people. So wherever Jupiter and Venus are in your chart right now, there are a lot of opportunities, but also sometimes it doesn't have to be external, right? And I got this really good question on one of my videos, or well, on the video of Jupiter moving in the sign of Leo, which will happen on the 30th of June. And she said, why is, Leo more action oriented? And because Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. But if you look at Cancer, it's in the fourth house. It's our family. It's connecting to our roots, our emotions. And it's exalted here because here we have wisdom going through our DNA. Because if you look at water, water holds memory. So this is a very, a placement of wisdom. And sometimes it's as subtle as inner wisdom. Okay. Sometimes we're looking for this next big thing. And sometimes this next big thing can only come if we actually make space for it and we allow it to be revealed. Sometimes we push it away by being impatient, wanting it now, wanting it too much. And sometimes when we let go and we connect to our heart, our emotions, it's going to be much easier. So that's why it's exalted here. And when, Venus is kind of different because Venus likes to be treated well. This is for women how, we want to be treated, how we express love. And for men, it's kind of what they are attracted to. Okay. So Jupiter is about wisdom and expansion and faith, religion. It's not the same spirituality, right, as Venus. So these two can do a few things. Like it can expand Venus, which is also money. Love. Okay, we're gonna be lovey-dovey today, and we're gonna feel very good. Maybe connecting with family, staying at home, treating yourself. It's really a good time to treat yourself. So if you haven't done that, today is the day to do that. To be nice to yourself and to be very nurturing, because if we're not nurturing ourselves, it's really hard to nurture others. And I think that's kind of what's been missing right now in this world a lot, is that people stop treating themselves well, okay? And sometimes they see treating themselves well as, if I have this external goal, things will all work out for me. But sometimes we just have to kind of let it flow, and also to focus inward, okay? Inward, as in Cancer, as in fourth house, nurturing yourself. And then when you overflow with all this love, you can give it to other people. So there's definitely a sense of pink colored glasses today, okay? Um, After a few days, it will be up until like the 13th of June, because they will both be in the same sign. So this will be extra enhanced. And after that, Venus will go in the sign of Leo. Still in a conjunction, but they kind of have different energies, because Venus is a lot more outgoing, more creative. And Cancer is also creative, but it comes from a more emotional perspective. This is also a kind of lazy placement. Okay. And we also have Mercury now in Cancer in a square with Saturn. So, uh, like me today, I'm a little bit rosy. This can happen. Okay. So, if you need to prepare anything in the upcoming days, it's really good to kind of prepare yourself a little bit more than usual. And you really have to feel what you are, learning, teaching, speaking in your day-to-day life now. So it can be the best way. It can really give you a lot of opportunities. For some people, it will be money, especially if it's transiting the second house or the eighth house. Otherwise, it can just be also an internal feeling, beautiful time to travel. If you want to travel somewhere, if you want to connect with your family, these are all, wonderful things. Um, so yeah, do you have any questions about this conjunction? Oh, happy birthday. This is a fantastic for you because your solar return is going to have Jupiter conjunct Venus. So I was just talking about this placement. It's very, very nice. So I would like to know where everyone's from. Like, where are you connecting from? I see Karen is coming from Coyle, Washington. I see Thailand. Yeah, 25th of August. Very nice time. You have the same birthday as me. I like to ask. So yeah, I'm gonna first answer a little bit general questions, okay, and then I'm gonna look into your charts. Um, yeah, the South Node will go in Leo. This is really quite a big transit, because this will literally um give a lot of ego death worldwide. Okay. So if it's going over your ascendant, you are ready to let go of some things in your life. Okay. And, if your ascendant is at 29 degrees, you're definitely in this life to, um, lead without getting attached to an outcome. Okay. It's a very important ascendant, because you're rounding up a big lesson in your life. In Germany, Florida. Very nice. Oh, we're all from different countries. Oh, Jupiter conjunct Venus it's really, I think you were asking about that, right? So it's great to have in your solar return because it's a lazy aspect though, but it can give a lot of money opportunities. It makes someone very magnetic as well. So I think it's a beautiful alignment. So that means that if your birthday is today, you have it in an exact conjunction. So solar return is basically the imprint of your year. So from birthday to birthday. Okay. What I've seen in charts is not a literal um, sign of your year. It's more like a general feel, is what I've noticed. It gives like a general lesson or a general vibe. And especially where your sun is in the solar return is going to be important. Okay. But definitely look also where this Venus Jupiter is for you. And there are some websites online where you can check that as well for yourself. So if you have, I'm going back to Sturgis. So if you have Mercury on the ascendant, you're probably quite chatty. I don't know what your aspect is with the rest of your planets, okay? But yeah, you could be quite a chatty person. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna look at the charts later. So I don't know if anyone has a general question, and I'm gonna go to all the charts, okay? Because I like to take my time to dive into it. I usually write down the charts because, actually when I write them down, I have already like a feel of what, a person is like. I also have some cards here. So for the people that are not comfortable sharing your birth chart, I'm not going to put it up in the video, okay? But your details will be shown in the chat. But I have cards as well, different decks. I can give you a card, okay? But it's just one question each because otherwise it's gonna take a long time. I think this pen is almost finished. Okay. I hope this is gonna work well. So what is drawing you to astrology actually? I'm curious to hear. I read a lot about it. Amazing. Once you start, you cannot stop. There's so many links. Mm, yeah. Astrology is great for information, but then it's good to let it go because sometimes when we want something so bad and we're trying to control the outcome, it sometimes can lead to things postponing because the energies also have to align, fill the void. I love the aspect. But we want of I do readings yeah, for 95 euros. I'm currently on a break because I'm working on a personal project that I'm very excited about. I'm not gonna talk about it because I want to finish it. It's been something on my mind for a long time, but I'm coming back to readings in July. Okay, after the 13th, um, I'm gonna come back. Mm-hmm. Progress angles actually are quite prominent. Okay, that will definitely trigger something. it can trigger, but you have to look at the planets as well. And are they going over a natal planet? What planets are they touching? What signs that will, make that will indicate what to expect. Personally, like this channel is Western astrology, but to be fair, if I do private readings, I also look for predictions in Vedic astrology. So I'm combining both because it gives me the most answers. Personally, I'm very drawn to um, the Western chart when it comes to psychology. That just really works for me. The same with the transits; they seem on point. But from the Vedic system, I use the Mahadarsha and the calculations through the different charts. So I love to work with a combination of that. Astrology is a beautiful slot. Yeah, it's a beautiful tool to understand yourself better. I have to admit. And I think we can become a better person and understand our good side and also understand our shadow sides, right? Because we all have both. And sometimes, even with readings, right, it also depends on the person's level of spiritual growth, because that's why I combine it with my intuition as well, because some people have a bad chart but they working on themselves, okay, and they're becoming very beautiful human beings. And then there are people with really good charts, and maybe because they didn't have so many hard lessons that they didn't become as you know didn't have the highest outcome, but could have been with their chart. So I want people that are watching that are thinking, oh, I have this very difficult chart, that it doesn't hold you back, because it's not telling you that you can't achieve anything. Actually, it means sometimes that you just have huge determination. And through this determination, you can actually achieve the things that you want. Okay. Okay, let me go to the first person. 25th August 1993. Uh, it would be great if you can all also put your name with your, date of birth, because that gives me some energy with your name. Okay. Because the name that's given to you also is like a vibration, right? It also works like that. Uh, uh, um, 11:08 a.m. Okay. Thailand. The question is karma, Pluto dominant, square in opposition. Uh-huh. Yeah, Pluto. Oh, Grace. What a beautiful name. I love your name. Very gracious. Okay. Let me go to the chart. I'm using this tool. It's called Solar Fire. Actually, really love this tool. It can give you so much beautiful information. Grace. Grace. 25th of August, 1993 at 11:08. So this time I had an aircon on because last time I did the live, it's so warm here. For some of you that know, I live in Spain. I'm in inland Spain, so it's kind of very, very warm here. And the summer has started. Like, I think like end of May to June, it went 10 degrees up. Okay, let me. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay, my tool is not doing what I want. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm also just so calm today. I just feel like a lot of silence, and I know this is not the best thing to do in a live stream. Um, yeah, it seems like my tool doesn't want to work. I'm just gonna restart it. Maybe it's a little bit overloaded here. Hmm. All right. So if you have another question for me, just let me know in the meantime, because I'm starting to, it's not agreeing with me today. So maybe that's a sign I shouldn't do readings. I don't know. I'm gonna try my best. Hmm. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Karen, about your mother. My condolences. That must be so hard, losing a mother. Okay, just restart it. Thanks, everyone, for being so patient with me. But we're doing this the Spanish way today with a lot of patience. Okay? Hmm. Oh, wow, 97. Well, that's a beautiful age. At least she has had a full life. Rach Chatani. Let's see if it works now. Okay, we got it. Okay, Grace. And mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I see Pluto pretty close to your ascendant, right? Did you come here to the video of Pluto conjunct the ascendant? It's a very, very strong placement, right? And you have it in a square with Mercury, which is in a conjunction with Chiron, okay? So basically, you have this, powerful presence, Grace. And intuitively, I can feel as well that you have a quite good intuition, but I feel sometimes you're struggling to understand your emotions and your feelings. Okay. So you're very good at reading others, but sometimes you have a little bit of an issue understanding what you're feeling. And I would like to recommend you to sometimes take some time for yourself. And, you don't have to answer sometimes right away. Take your time, um, and recharge and then make a decision. Because otherwise, you're going to say yes too quick and then you're going to regret it. Okay. But you're definitely good at in-depth research, okay? Diving into different subjects, okay? There's a lot of depth to you, but it's almost like you're kind of afraid to show that side of yours. Maybe you feel a bit like um, almost a little bit shameful to talk about your knowledge because I feel like you carry a lot of knowledge and you have a lot of ideas, and sometimes you're struggling to share those ideas with others. Yeah. Yeah, you have a really beautiful energy. I feel like um, you're very misunderstood. I think people struggle understanding you, okay? Because I feel like you have different sides. You have a calm side, and then there is the explorer within you, okay? The person who likes to explore everything. The thing is that you are born with quite some family karma, okay? So this is what you've been feeling because Saturn is squaring Pluto in Saturn in the fourth house. So there is definitely a heavy karmic cycle that comes to your family line that you are here to kind of dissolve. And that's why sometimes it might feel a bit heavy, okay? And I feel mm, sometimes you feel like, when is this going to end? So for you, it's very important to do your meditation practice, okay? Because you have these healing abilities. I feel like um, you're very sensitive, but people don't really always see that about you, okay? Um, but I do sense that you're on the right path when it comes to work. So if you've been working on something or you're going in a certain direction, that's definitely the right way to go for you. And yeah, maybe even living abroad, if that's a dream of yours, that could be something on the maps for you. But spiritual journey is extremely important. Um, I feel like in some ways, maybe sometimes you need to distance yourself a little bit from family because they can sometimes trap you in obligations. And deep down, you are very free spirit. So it's very hard for you sometimes to follow this traditional path, okay? Um, but you're not crazy. What you're feeling is right. It's is right. So it's just really hard for your family to understand where you're coming from. Okay. So it's best to not explain about what you feel and understand that they cannot always guide you on the path that you want to be on. Okay. Um, so I hope that's clear. Um, Keep moving forward, okay? The heaviness is going to be lighter and lighter and lighter with age, and you really have to go through the pain with Pluto, especially when it's in a square with Saturn, okay? It's also in a trine with Venus, so definitely traveling is very healing for you. Relationships can be very healing for you, and for you, you're going to end up most likely with a foreigner or a past life or both. Someone that you have a past life connection with. Okay. So I hope that was clear for you, Grace. Um, the karma's there, but you can work through it. I feel like 1 or 2 more years where it's gonna feel a little bit heavier after that. It feels like it's gonna be lifted from you. Okay. So hold on. Um, things are gonna get a lot better. Okay. So I'm gonna move on to the next person. Dun, dun, dun. So we have Atifa. I heard Atif from India. Nice to meet you. I really love that you're all from different places. We have such a multicultural chat. We are with, you know, we are all connected, even though it's from different places. Okay. So, Atif, like, Mhm. Atif has a strong voice. I already feel that. People are not going to win a debate with you. You're you're strong. I love it. You should do something with communication. 1985. Do you have a time, Atif? Do you have your date of birth? If you're still with me, Oui. If you're still with me, Atif, you're welcome, Grace. I feel really good things are coming your way. That's the good thing about the spiritual path. If you're not afraid to face things, even though there are obstacles, even though there are difficulties, and we sometimes, sometimes it's good. So one thing you can do, for example, Grace, is fasting on Saturdays. Saturday is a Saturn day. This is a trick to combine with astrology to lower, to clean your family line. So you can do like fasting. So you can eat fruits, for example, until sun. Is it sun? Yeah, sunset. You can do water, or you can just eat vegan that day. Okay, no animal products. That's gonna help you also build down karma, right? Like if we get karma from our parents, um, and we shouldn't be the victim about that because we are part of that family line. We chose to carry that, and we can happily do that, support. And at some point, when you keep following this spiritual path, you will dissolve this karma, okay? It just means you're not going to create a lot of new karma, which at some point you're going to really um, break it all down. Okay. I think Atif left, so I think I'm going to go to the next person. Mm, who we have next? I think we have Sergius. Yeah, let me look. You're from Ukraine. Okay. Kiev. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. And it's 8/8. Oh, you were born on a portal day. That's beautiful. 1982. You're a funny person, Sergius. I can feel your energy is funny. You have good jokes. I'm already laughing. I think you're hilarious in a good way. Um, Kiev. Don't stop smiling in life. It's like your key. Okay, what was your question, Mercury? 19, how will the South Node sitting? No, no. Okay. Well, we can dive a little bit deeper into that because we can look at your aspects. Mm-mm. Okay. Mm. 982 at 8 a.m. Mm, mm, mm. Are you there, Sergius? I hope that's your name. Sergey. Sergey. Nice. Okay. Oh, so you're Mercury. Yeah, I love your humor. I can feel that. And now I'm seeing your chart and I can see why. With your Mercury and Leo on the ascendant, squaring Uranus. So you are like um a rebel, and indeed without trying too much. It's something you just internally feel, okay? Um, but you're also definitely a spiritual mind, okay? There's a lot of depth in your words. And when the South Node is going over Mercury, sometimes it can zone you out a little bit because, if you look at the South Node, it's kind of a vacuum, right? So it kind of draws you internally. it sucks the energy in. So it could be a little bit forgetfulness, but at the same time, you could have sudden ideas popping up. Okay. Sudden ideas could be coming to your mind. And these sudden insights are going to be kind of insights on how to move forward. Okay. Because it's going over your ascendant. First of all, this is really, um, this could even mean that you're going to carry on a desire from past family members in the ancestral line that are being brought to you, or a certain idea. So they come in as like a flash, like an insight. Okay. Um, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, your voice is very, very powerful. You're really good at going to the depth of things. Okay. Um, you're great. You would be great at research. Great researcher, great accountant. Um, yeah, you don't take things lightly. It's like when you go for something, you go for it. Like you're all in. You kind of want to walk the talk, and you probably won't say it until you're really sure that it's something. Um, yes, all these ideas, write them down because you might come back to them. Okay. Um, but yeah, you're great at doing research, great at, going to the depth of things. It could be a sudden move for you as well, okay? Because your Mercury is in a square with Uranus in the fourth house, so it could trigger a move. And this move, the best is to let yourself be guided. So if you really have this strong feeling that you need to go somewhere, or you need to visit a family member, these kind of things, really follow that, because this is going to guide you on the next path, further ahead. And in this lifetime in general, you are here to, with Leo in the 12th house, you've had many lifetimes being a leader, okay? Being someone very prominent. So you have all the wisdom and all the knowledge in this lifetime, but somehow people, even though you know it, some people will not validate you. Okay. Here in this lifetime, you're here to validate yourself. Okay. And to internalize the experiences, and to be the genius behind the scenes. Okay. And there's a lot of wisdom. It's almost like you would be great, even also at helping other leaders step up. Okay. Because you kind of know, you remember how that was, and you still have this commitment to take it further in life. Okay. Um, so yeah, these are the possibilities that can happen. It's just a transformation, and also how people perceive you, because the ascendant is what we carry up front. So it's going to be different. And maybe you're going to feel sometimes a little bit lost. And if you feel lost, connect to your intuition and to your internal self. Okay. Um, and it's really about surrendering, because the South Node is what you detach from, what you let go of. So it's gonna sometimes detach you from yourself. Make sure that the energy stay in your body. Okay. But it's gonna be very transformational. And in some ways, it also will help you to support others on their journey. Um, could be a relationship or a business partnership. I do have a feeling that you will have some collaborations in the future that are going to be very beneficial with what you're doing. Okay. Your key is really, if you let other people shine, you're gonna nail this placement, because you have all the wisdom, and you can be very successful at giving other people the throne, because you know how to get there, and being the guide and support for others. So yeah, that would be how I interpret it for you, just looking at it so quickly. Um, yeah, let's go to the next person. If you have general questions as well, just ask me, okay? I don't want you to all wait too much for that I'm doing research, okay? You're welcome, Sergius. I definitely feel you're on the right path. You're an investigator. Like you investigate the truth. Go to the depth of things. That's why you like astrology. Let's see. Where do you have it next? Okay, Australia. Okay, so the next I'm gonna do is Zlat from Bulgaria. And then I'm going to Karen. I've met Karen. Karen is so lovely. Lovely lady. Okay, so Zlat, let's look at your chart. I really like the diversity of today. I hope your name is Zlat. Please let me know if you're still here so I know that you're watching, you're soaking, taking in the information. 1986. I just wonder how everybody's feeling today. How are the energies for you? How is the bliss of this Venus Jupiter conjunction for you? Zlatka. Okay. Oh, that's true. Zlatka. Okay, perfect. Let's 21st. I'm an artist and a content creator. Fantastic. I feel that you will achieve what you want to achieve, okay? I just feel intuitively stay yourself, okay? Because sometimes I feel like you feel you need to do something, but actually I feel that your heart, if you connect with your heart, your content is gonna be so strong, okay? Because sometimes we're afraid that people won't find us or won't accept us, but I feel your heart is beautiful, okay? Feeling relaxed. I feel uplifted also. Very tired, yeah. This Venus Jupiter conjunction is also very lazy. So it can really bring you into this kind of slow movement. And I've just accepted it. I'm doing everything in a snail pace, but I'm getting stuff done and I really love it. This is the beautiful thing about astrology. We know what is happening in the sky and we can just, surrender to that energy. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna look at your chart now, Zlatka. But really, that's my tip for you. That's my intuition alarming you that really you can achieve what you want. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, 21st July 1986. 12, it's okay. You were born just after midnight. If I said no, in the afternoon. Okay. You see, I have to pay attention here. Okay. 12, 13. PM, Bulgaria. I feel so lazy. It's okay. We can all be in a bliss state today and feel like just so lazy. I feel the energies are just wow. And the thing is, I'm going like almost through my Jupiter return, which is gonna be starting this month. And my Jupiter is with the South Node. So This is pulling me inward even more. Okay. And I can feel the energies just wanting me to sit in a meditation and just letting things come to me. Okay, let's see. 21st. Okay. Let's look at your chart. Mm, okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can see it in your chart as well. Um, there is a part of family that is also needs to be accepted. Okay. Um, there is some difficulty I feel with both parents that there's still a little bit of resentment, and this resentment is kind of blocking your full expression. Okay. Um, I kind of feel like they can't meet you where you're at 100%. And I don't know if they're moving homes very soon or they're thinking about moving. Um, yeah, I just feel like there need to be some kind of acceptance that it's okay to be yourself. Your sun is really high, right? It's in the 10th house and it's in a conjunction with Mercury retrograde. So, for you, because Mercury retrograde is internalizing. So, doing a preparation and trying to, because you know what Mercury retrograde does, what I've seen with charts is that they can prepare really well and then they can start later in the story because they feel like it's so obvious, right? I'm telling this story, it's so obvious. So make sure to start at the beginning and then explain the full story. So um, I feel if you prepare what you're going to say and not read it out loud as it is, but you're going to feel what you have to say. You connect your emotions, you do your meditation first, you can articulate a lot better what you want to say. Um, you have a strong self-critic, okay? You're doubting your words and you're doubting your expressions. And the thing is that you think that what you have to say is not valuable for people, but it is very valuable, okay? Actually, your life experiences, Zlatka, are really important for other people because they can resonate with you. They can, um, they understand you better. Okay. So, trying to sometimes let people in, like you don't have to share everything, but you can sometimes show a little bit of yourself to, to let the audience connect with you. So I feel it's more an internal thing, your inner critic, than the talent, because I feel the talent is there. Okay. Are you doing something with clothes or fashion? I don't know. You would be, I don't know. I feel like you would be good at making clothes or, um, I don't know. You should be doing something create like, oh yeah, you said you were an artist. I forgot. You should try to make clothes as well. I know it sounds really random, but I think you would be good at that. Yeah. Okay, so self-acceptance is the big thing here, accepting what you can't change. Oh, you paint. Oh my God. You're very good at that. Um, wow. It's amazing. Yeah, I love to share as well. Animation and storytelling. Yeah, you're very creative, okay? So let people resonate with you. resonate with your story, and that's how you're going to connect with your audience. Okay, so I'm gonna go to who was next? I'm gonna go to Karen. So I'm just gonna write it down. Karen. Oh, that's so sweet. You're a giver. You give too much away of yourself, though. Giving is good. Your story might really impress people, you know? Sometimes it's good to share that with others. I try to do that in my videos as well to, show that we all struggle. We all have difficult things in life because it actually sounds so unrealistic. I don't think there's anyone going through life that is like, not struggling at some point. We have, it's like the tarot card, the Wheel of Fortune. Like things are going to go well, and then things are, shifting, and we have to go through this transformation. And sometimes things have to be hard because it builds character. Um, so yeah, I don't think it's very realistic if we say, oh yeah, it's easy, just, you know, tune into this and all good things will happen. That's not a guarantee, but a guarantee is how you deal with it, how you love yourself in the process. Okay. That's what we can control in the moment. Um, did you have your time as well, Karen? I don't know, maybe I still have you in my tool. I can look for that. Um, mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Okay, let me check if I have you in the system, but if you listen to it and you hear me right now, if you can give that to me. Um, okay. 1:23 a.m. Okay, good. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. I think I still have you here. Is it? It's 1:23 a.m. Okay, perfect. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Sometimes givers give because you want to feel good about something, right? You want to feel that people are going to appreciate. So it's looking for a kind of acceptance, a kind of a validation. The thing is that sometimes then we are prey to people that are going to mistreat you. Okay? Oh, we have a fellow Dutchie. Ik ben ook Nederlands. Doesn't. Uh, yeah. So sometimes, yeah, you want them to feel good. The thing is that sometimes it comes from a place where you would like to be valued. The thing is that you're going to attract people that are going to take advantage of it. So we need good boundaries, and we need to give to people who really earn it and who really deserve it. Okay. So be gentle with yourself and give to, yes, but cure really, I know this process and you can help people. It's the good thing. But first, also feel what you need. Okay, if you're going to go over your boundaries, you're going to end up very drained and very exhausted. Okay, so I'm going to look at Karen's chart, and you wanted to know about your lovely mother. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. It might sound strange. I mean, this is just like my intuitive feeling. Um, okay. Yeah. So I see too many energies flashing in and out. Okay, so Karen, what I feel is that actually the timing of your mother felt kind of, I feel like she's been through a little bit of a harsh, it was a bit of suffering in the end. And I kind of feel that this relief from her side, like it was time now. It was time to go because it was a bit of a long process in which she kind of felt, I kind of feel like a powerless in the moment. And I feel like she used to be much more active. And, she seems to be someone that she could really enjoy the small things. I can really see her enjoying, like, even just a cup of tea and sitting outside. You know, she just really enjoyed the moment. Okay. Even though I felt like she did struggle in life because she was leading a life that I think she wouldn't have chosen if she was born today. Okay. If she was born today, I see her. I'm not sure, but I see her like she would have been an artist or someone that would, I don't know, I see horse riding, creativity. She would have lived her life differently, but I feel like she also loved family life. And I think that's why you took care of her. Like, um, even though she had her, I don't know, tricks, I'm hearing she had her tricks. And, but yeah, I feel like she had a heart of love. And I think this is how you can get through the grieving process is to embrace her who she was because I feel like um she would like you to be happy, like have the life that you want. And for some reason she also feels like sometimes you're holding back a little bit, okay? Um you're still holding back to the experience of life because sometimes there's a fear of being out of your comfort zone, like um a fear of stepping out into the world. Yeah, I kind of feel like you should go and visit like some place that you want to visit and follow your curiosity if you have the time, even if it's just a few hours out out of the home place. I feel like you need to you can visit a rune or something interesting. Yeah, like she wants you to enjoy life to the fullest. And I think that's how you can honor her. Like you feel something very beautiful. And, when people are on the other side, when I communicate with them, they always fill me with so much love, you know? It's just the next journey that we're making. And, if it was us on the other side, we would like our family members to also validate, life and experience it to the fullest. So I feel like connect to your heart. Sometimes just sit with your hands on your heart and say, like, I dare to challenge myself to live and to do things that I want to do. I feel like you sometimes have to challenge yourself a little bit more. to express yourself and to, because deep inside that's what you would like to do, but I feel there is some kind of guilt because she wasn't able to do all of that and you're still able to do that. But please do it for her. She will be with you through the process. And I feel like if you're gonna see it like that, she can experience it through you, with you. You can even call her, you know, in your mind and say, "Hey, mom, come and join me on this amazing trip." You will really heal sooner, okay? So I hope that message helped you. Bless your mommy. She was a lovely lady, sharp sometimes, but a lovely lady. And um, I think she would have been a free bird if it was up to her. But she can experience it through you. Okay, Ati, if you're back. You don't have the time. Don't worry. We'll look at your chart. Um, Let me go back and see where that is. Uh, all right. Uh, okay. You remind me. Yeah, your mom. Oh, 1st of April 1985. Where were you born? Do you know the place in India that you were born? Because I can't find the message right away. Yes, back to life. Um, okay. If you can approx 1800. Okay, six. Whoop, I have cards dropping everywhere. Okay, Madras. Okay. Madras, India, 18. Okay. And what was your question? I feel like it's career related, but you tell me. Active. Da, 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 da. In general. Well, it's easier because it's a one question thing. But if I'm going with spirituality, okay, 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 okay. So actually, for you, your spirituality grows through work. Okay. Um, yeah, things are stagnant for now, but I feel like your will work will take off. Okay. The thing is that I feel like there is a belief system that you don't fully 100% believe that you're able to do it. Okay. Um, you're very good at collaborating with others. The thing is that your lesson is to collaborate with others, but not at the cost of yourself. Okay. So there needs to be good agreements. Um, so between you and the other person. So even if you would work with people one on one, okay, um, but you're very good at also doing anything health related, okay, working with customers one on one, anything health related. Naturally, you are very good at, you know, I feel like you're not fully allowing yourself the full expression of who you are. And that would be connecting with your emotions. It's gonna be um, the biggest healing for you. Okay, because sometimes you're getting an a download, an intuition, and you start to question it, and then it turned out true. Okay, so for you, for your spiritual path, you can actually do something, true work that will help you come closer to who you truly are. Okay. Um, something that will help the collective or that will help human beings. So if you're gonna true work, help people, um, that's your spiritual growth. That's gonna be your key. Okay. And you need to stick to kind of, you know, diet is very, very important for you. Okay. Diet is going to also determine how you're feeling. So if you don't eat well, it's going to impact you right away. I feel like your stomach is quite sensitive. So it's very important that you eat very healthy and not too much bread. I somehow feel okay. You can eat bread, but not too much, or carbs, because your stomach feels a bit sensitive. But I think that things are stagnant because um, I feel like you haven't fully expressed the essence of who you are. I feel like you have much more to offer. There's much more there. It's just that the belief that maybe that will unlock through another person. Um, but actually, you can do that, by connecting to yourself. And I feel like swimming for you is going to be very important. Swimming or taking a bath, like that, you can reconnect with yourself. Okay. And I feel like you've had people in your life sometimes talking you down a little bit, and that makes you question, like, am I good at what I do? Am I worthy of things? Okay. Um, now, love wise, you probably, okay, will get a lot of suitors, but you're gonna have to pick the person that you feel peaceful with, okay? And that you feel calm with. That's the key for you. Um, internal growth will help you, okay? And trust yourself better because your intuition is spot on. You, your intuition, I don't know, you get this download sometimes and really trust that. So yeah, that would be for you, Asif. Um, let's go to mm, right next. You're very welcome. Okay, so the next one is Jeet Chakra. Jeet, I love your name as Chakra. That's beautiful. Okay, Kolkata, India, 26 May 2004, 12:40 a.m. Kolkata, India. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Mhm, mhm. Are you there, Jeet? I don't know. I don't see any. Um, hmm, okay. If I don't hear anything, I'm gonna go to the next person. Okay. Hello. Okay. I don't hear from Jeet, so I think I'm gonna move on to the next person. Hmm. Were we there? I think we have a DJ in the house, DJ Gary from Los Angeles. Oh, your name is Glenn, Gary. Are you there? If you're there, is Gary in the house? Then I will look at your chart. If you can let me know the question that you have. Okay. What is your question, Gary? Okay. Is that the 10th of September? Because I know in the US you turn it other way around from Europe. So I guess it's the 10th of September, right? 1997. Please confirm that with me. 12:59 p.m. So you were born with the sun up high in California. Okay, your dad passed away. So it looks like December was kind of a grieving month, right? We had Karen, your mother, and then Gary, your father. And actually, for me, it was my grandmother who passed. Okay. 10th September, also in December. Okay. So, Gary, let's have a look. Yeah, 10th September. September. Okay. I kind of feel like your father feels a bit like a shock. He's dead. So, my condolences to you as well. I'm not sure if this was a death that was a very long one, at least, or a long process. Um, Los Angeles, California. Um, yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, I feel like there was some kind of, oh, you were his caregiver. Okay. I don't know how to say it really. But yeah, it feels like your dad, he had something that he was still angry about, and it had nothing to do with you. But I feel like some things in his life kind of, I almost want to say were a bit unfair. Like, I don't know. It almost feels like his childhood or his younger life was tough, was not so easy. But also, I feel like he was someone that could really switch in a sense that he could turn it into something positive and then could really, I don't know, I hear show you the ropes on how things are done, like how to, I kind of feel like this survivor, like he was a strong person. And I feel that, you know, internally, which people don't always see about you, you have this in you, I don't know, in the father line, you have this like inner power, this strength to overcome things. I feel a very strong energy. And I almost feel like, yeah, he feels like someone who can turn negative into positive. Like he can see the best in everyone, even though they've been through a lot. So, yeah, I feel like he was, um, yeah. So I don't know. I want to give you a little thing to do if you're okay with that. If you're home or when you're home, light in a little candle for your father and do a little prayer and, you know, tell him it's okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay. To let him um fly higher, okay? Because um I feel like he kind of was worried still. I don't know if you have a feels like a sister or like a female that he's worried about people, like leaving people behind. And I feel like maybe you can let him go, as in it's okay. It's okay. Um you don't have to be there for me or take care of me anymore. Okay? Um I feel like he was like always worried about people. Like kind of like he's just want to support others in their journey. So it was very hard for him this last, moments in his life because I feel like he's not used to, yeah, I almost want to say like people being there for him or at least, have this surrender. Okay. Um, so yeah, purpose wise, I do feel that there is also a coach in you, okay? There is a transformer in you. I feel like you are very good at inspiring others, and if that's gonna be through music, that's good. Um, that could be through guiding others, okay? And sometimes it is just a little bit that you feel that you need to know more or do more or be better at something. It feels like you're always thinking that you need to know more or do more to get where you want to be. But um, yeah, I would say you can carry on. I almost would say you can carry on this transformational thing where you guide others from the darkness into the light. Okay. Um, I kind of feel very peaceful with that. So I think that is something that you're here to do, to put the negative, people have been through tough times, and turn it into something positive. And you can freely express that how you want to. So this is what I would tell you. Hey, so sending you many blessings, Gary. Lighten that candle and don't blow it out. Keep it on and tell him it's okay. It's okay. You're gonna thrive and use his inspiration in your work. Okay? Hmm. All right. Yeah, it's not been easy, but your journey is inspirational. Okay? And you have this guide in you. So many blessings to you. Okay. You can overcome this, and it's going to be a little bit of a up and down journey, but I don't know why, but I feel like try to, stay away from anything that can dampen your emotions, like go through them. That's very important for you. And you're very adventurous. So maybe take a trip or something, okay? To also listen to that. You need to travel once in a while. So we have here Sky Fire. So what's your name? My Chiron is in Taurus. How will this affect me when Chiron moves in Taurus? Yeah, that's almost happening this month, right? Okay. And it's going to stay there for a while. It's going to move back into Aries. I think it was September. And then next year, it's going to move back to Taurus. Yeah, you're meant to travel. Um, we're working and traveling, it's going to all be good. So this is 21st of November. Skyfire, what is your name? What is your name? You can tell me your first name. And if you're there, so I'm gonna probably read like two more or something. I'm just gonna see how that goes. Okay, Johan. Johan. You're quirky. I can feel your energies in a funny way. I love it. 21st of November, 1978. Okay. Yeah, you should adventure. I haven't seen your chart yet, Johan, but I think you are an adventurous person. Los Angeles. Da, 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 da. Okay, okay. So if there's any general questions, okay, let me know. Oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you. Uh, wishing you all the best. Have a lovely day. Da, 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 da. Okay. Okay. We're gonna purchase the house near Austin. Okay. 42, 42. I'm gonna answer you also intuitively. Oh, okay. I felt like you're an adventurous person. I'm seeing your chart now. Oh, wow. You have Geo, Jupiter conjunct the moon in Leo. Fantastic. Jupiter return is about to happen, okay? This is really, really, really good for you. Um, let's see. I feel Austin, Texas is something you need to get used to, is what I'm getting. Also looking at your chart there. I feel intuitively you have to get used to this place. It's gonna take a little while for you to fully settle in, but once you're set, give it time. You're gonna find happiness there. But I feel like it's just gonna take a little time. It's gonna feel a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning, but after that, it's gonna be okay. And I feel with time, you're gonna meet people that are gonna be inspirational for you. Okay. Um, so Chiron is very close to your eighth house. Um, so it's just watch out for investments, okay? Like no major investments for the upcoming years, or overspending money, okay? Overestimating your spending, for example, on beautiful things. But yeah, you can definitely make money through videography with Venus conjunct Uranus in the second house. You're a very creative person, very creative. So if you haven't started yet, this is the time to do it. Okay. For you, it's just with friends. Okay. So the people that you surround yourself with, it's important that you first do your thing and then share what you're gonna do. I don't know why, but I feel like you kind of need to keep it on the low and then you're gonna show what you're doing. So you surprise everything, okay? Um, yeah, you're gonna be on the move a lot, especially through the US as well. I feel, I don't know, I see you film also like waterfalls. I don't know why I see waterfalls, but something with waterfalls is connected to you. And I almost feel like if you would meditate near a waterfall, that can give you a lot of blessings, okay? So, um, you're definitely on the right path. Jupiter return is happening for you. Um, you're really good also at interviewing people and creating a beautiful creative story. Okay, so that would be something that really resonates with other people. And for you, it is important to have a plan, okay? And things might take sometimes longer, but longer work also means more success. So don't shy away if it takes a bit longer because it's gonna work out for you. I feel like, especially next year, I don't know, I have a good feeling about next year as well. Oh, great. Yeah. Try meditating near water. I don't know. That's gonna give things to the next level. And yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I just feel like sometimes you have to uh yeah, I feel sometimes you attract people that you need to give it time that maybe are not always the people that want the best for you. Okay? Because you can be so excited and not see it. I just feel like whatever you're working on, um, first do it and then share it. I don't know. That's my feeling for you. So I hope that answered your question. Um, you're definitely on the right track. And give it time, your new house, okay? It's It's gonna take a little bit of time, few months, and then it's gonna be okay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So I'm gonna take the last person. Posh, what is your name? What is your name, Posh? You're from Nairobi, Kenya, currently living in the UK. 8th of July. Okay. Let me know your name, and if you're here, you're very welcome. Keep meditating. You really have a positive impact on people. Like you do. Johan. Paulina. Okay. Let's go. Paulina. Okay. Paulina. Okay. This feels like a different energy to me. You are a little bit more shy. 8 July 1982. You're like deep, what do they say? Calm but deep waters. Nairobi, Kenya. Um, where in the UK are you living? Could you let me know? 8 July 19. Oh, wait, we also had a Dutch person. I forgot. Laura, are you still there? I'm gonna do you after, okay? And that would be the last person. I completely forgot. Okay. So yeah, Laura, if you're also still there, let me know. I'm going to look at your chart as well. And that would be the last. 8:50. We think it's okay. Okay. So, um, career-wise, I would say what would suit you is to do anything in the medical field or a medical company. Okay. Caregiving company, um, anything related to care. Okay. So either you are in the medical field or you work in a company that will do that. That will be very good for you. Um, anything related to houses. Okay. So real estate, um, family related. Okay. Family, psychology, things like that, because you are very good at remembering things. Okay. I'm hearing you have a very good memory and you're very good at really going in depth of a situation. So you're a great researcher. The thing is that the UK is putting your sunshine in the 12th house. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to feel yourself. So, how can you connect with yourself is through, you know, being by yourself. Sometimes you need to detach and rest and come back to yourself. Okay. Um, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to be the place, your forever place, because you have quite difficult planets there in the fourth house. Okay. Paulina, you have Saturn Mars, wait a second. Saturn, Mars, Pluto, and Jupiter there. Okay. So you are learning a lot about yourself through this place. Um, I think you're going to stay here a little bit longer, maybe a few more years, but I'm not sure if this is going to be the place where you're going to stay forever. And I think that's why you're having a little bit of doubts. It's not in your mind. Some things might be going a little bit slower here. Um, it's a good place for relationships, okay? Um, love. And I just feel like there's a certain depth to you that only few people get to see, okay? That only few people get to know about you. Like, even though if you look outgoing, I feel deep down there is um depth and wisdom. And I kind of feel like that comes really from your parents. Like, I feel like there was a lot of wisdom with them. So that was given to you. Okay. So, um, in your spare time, do something creative sometimes. Okay. Maybe you want to write something. You're great at writing. So, yeah, writing anything down. So, look into. Mhm. Yeah, psychology is perfect. It's good for you. Okay, so anything caregiving, medical, so psychology is also good. Okay, as long as it's helping others, because you're good at giving, but not at the cost of yourself, and you're really good at reading people. So I will not be surprised. It's a good path for you. So trust that this intuition is good. Okay. Been there 24 years. I was thinking of moving once I retire. Yeah. I think you will go to a different place after a few years. But definitely psychology is very good, okay, according to your chart. And you can really, help people and detach from the situation, which is really important when you're doing this kind of work because it can be quite overwhelming or quite intense. But I feel like you have the depth to help others and to carry that. Okay. So very good trajectory. So any of those jobs, all very good for you. Yeah. Yeah, you could do some writing. And with Saturn, that usually comes later in life, right? Saturn, they're all close to, this whole package is close to each other. Um, but yeah, you would be good at that. Yeah, but sometimes it's good to be detached from it. So you can be the observer, the calm observer and help others. But yeah, you don't want to do that as a main job. Okay. Well, real estate, working in a company, you know, administrator or working in research, anything like that would also be good for you. So we have the free will to choose, but you have the equipment to do what you want to do. So, yeah. But those type of companies or health, medical health, things like that, it will give you the most luck. So I'm not sure if Laura's here. Um, if not, please let me know general questions. Then I'm not going to read more charts. So if you have a general question for me, something you want to know about astrology. Oh, perfect. Yes, that's perfect. Fantastic. Paulina, that's a very good um according to your chart. And I feel you will work your way up. If you put your mind into it, you can do that easily. Mm. Yeah, you will find something else. And I feel in the meantime, it's really a kind of a, I feel like a self-reflective time, but like in a positive way, just to reconsider, right? Like Jupiter is going to go over your ascendant soon. Next year, especially, is a good time to start something. Okay, I do feel you will find something before. So, Laura from Amsterdam, are you there? I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. If you guys have general questions about astrology or spiritual journey, ask them now because I know myself, I go live like once a year. I say I'm gonna do it more often. I will try, but life is busy and I'm kind of like an early sleeper as well. Usually my last readings I do around, the coaching and also for people, I also teach astrology. So I do one-on-one teach astrology to people. I teach people how to do energy readings and or to combine it with astrology. So I have astrology students and I do coaching program to help people get back on track. And the rest I do readings. So yeah, usually the last time I do is from 6 to 7, and then I'm stopping because I'm an early bird. Yeah, with Chiron in the 10th house, um, it's about healing the wound of fearing of losing a job or fearing of losing money. It's the wounded healer. So turn your wound into strength, okay? Into knowing that you're worthy of the job that you want. So how did I get first into astrology? That was in, well, it started with uh, my boss, actually. She was really into astrology or into spirituality, and she got me a job or a reading with an astrologer. And I got so into that I got hooked right away, and I knew that I wanted to do more with that. And I started reading every single day. Um, No, yeah, I'm still learning every single day, trying to learn. But I do have to say that the way I see astrology is very much like coaching based because I really believe that people can work, it's also an energy that has to change with the astrology. So, yeah, I do it together with my intuition. But yeah, astrology, I learn every single day. I mix Western astrology with Vedic astrology in my readings. Sometimes I look a little bit at human design. I'm just curious about a lot of things. So I started doing it professionally since 2020. So I've been studying prior like 4 years, also with a teacher. So I had a teacher that taught me through Zoom for a year. And at some point, I started doing it like just as a hobby, doing it for a very cheap price. And I started just getting a lot of clients. And so it went quickly. And I was doing it outside of my job. So I was working in SEO before, first in the office, and then I had a SEO and content agency. I ran that for about 5 to 6 years, and then astrology really took over. So now I'm doing astrology full time. Yeah, which I really enjoy. So yeah, that's basically the story. But I'm coming from a more spiritual background because in 2016 I went to a retreat with a guru, and this man I've never seen again, but changed my life, opened up all the gates, and then I had to do a lot of self-healing and healing a lot of traumas, which now I can help people with because I had to go through all of that myself. And learning how to deal with, you know, living on this plane and being hypersensitive to all kinds of, yeah, energies, and to stay in a state where I'm feeling blissful. And that's going better and better, I have to say. So I feel with over the years, I can keep it more steady. I've really tried to get off the path for many times because I didn't feel like that was something for me. Astrologic magic. I do nothing with magic, to be honest. Um, no, I just do intuitive readings. So I read people's souls, and sometimes I do healings, and that's it. Yeah, meditation. And I just like the combination, um, of just reading people because you can add all kinds of things to it. So past lives, mediumship, all kinds of things. So yeah, I just really felt like astrology was the way to go for me because I'm really interested in it. I love psychology, I love spirituality, and I feel like it gives me a beautiful package. And also, things to do for people, not just knowing where your Venus is, but also knowing um, how to work with, you know, the planets, and how, not just understanding it with your head, this is in conjunct or trying, because otherwise you're gonna get stuck in your brain. It was an overwhelming journey, I have to say. And yeah, I really didn't want to do it at the beginning. And I was like, because I was someone who, was a traveler and working, just enjoying life. And I really thought I'm gonna have a career in business, but I realized that doesn't give me, it didn't give me the satisfaction that I thought I was gonna have from it. So yeah, and now I'm doing this, and it just, you know, it feels peaceful for me. And yeah, it's a little bit of a different way that I interpret astrology, but it gives people um, some solid advice on how to work with their planets. So yeah, I think every astrologer should have their own approach according to what is best for them. So I think everybody is gonna find their own way. And I really, my students, I really encourage them. Like, I'm gonna teach them all kinds of things, mythology, astrology, different things. And I encourage them to do their own research to see what is best fitted for them. Like, what would be the best way to for you to do astrology that feels very natural for you, that is according to your chart. I'm very open with that because I feel like if we're gonna, I do it this way, you should do it that way. I feel astrology is also learned through experience. So by seeing a lot of charts, you are starting to understand the energies and what it does to someone. And I think if you learn how to use your natural intuition, which we have, we're all one. So if you raise your frequency, you can actually read any person on the planet, but you have to earn that, right? Through a journey of integrity, and you're going to be tested on that. So, yeah, I don't know if anyone has any other questions. I'm just feeling very relaxed and I'm really enjoying to talk with you. I wish I could hear you as well. I did some workshops recently. That was really fun to meet people face to face and we talked to each other. That was really focused on career and love. Yeah. So most things I do is Zoom because I'm living in a middle of nowhere, so it's very hard to have clients at home. So yeah, I don't know. Would you like a general card for closure, like a general message? I have some cards here. To close this beautiful conversation, or anything you want to share with me about your life, or anything amazing that you've been through, or that you want to share, any beautiful experience. I would love to hear that. Yeah, sometimes hardships is not easy. And I just got these two cards, so I'm gonna just show it because maybe it's also an answer to your question. Um, I got like trust and surrender. So basically, you know, surrender sometimes can kind of end a cycle. It sounds weird, but like accepting that it's hard and understanding like what is it that I need to learn from this experience can actually kick you out of it. And sometimes it's like finding peace in like a hard situation, you know? And yeah, I've had a situation myself as well in 2024 where me and my partner we invested in a retreat center and we were so happy. And it was we went earlier because we couldn't arrive later, and then the astrology was not matching and I was panicking. I was like, oh, this astrology is not good. And it turned out that indeed we it was not a good process. And I just didn't understand why we had to go there, why my intuition would bring me in such a hardship, because we got scammed and a lot of things happened. And but then we moved where we are now, which is like a family home of my partner, and we never thought we would like it here. And we would have never gone here if we wouldn't have made that wrong investment. We lost a lot of our money. We lost almost, you know, everything. And then that same year, I just let go. I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. And then I stopped my business on SEO and content. That was a little bit when AI came. So I was like, yeah, maybe this is not, it doesn't feel natural to me anymore. And I started doing astrology full time. I worked less because I was working too much. My body needed to rest, and I was not listening to my body. So I surrendered in the situation, and I started enjoying working less. I started really thinking, oh my God, I missed out. Well, didn't miss out. I really just enjoy being in the nature. And I started changing my diet, being calm, and I changed completely. And I feel so much more stable now. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that because sometimes people think that even though I do this work, that we don't have hardships. And sometimes it's just really bringing us to a better version. And if we are open to learn from it, it's going to be the most amazing thing that happened. Now I can only see it as positive because it led me where I am now. And I wouldn't have been who I am now. And I would have still lived in the city. Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes the worst thing ends up in the best thing. I remember being made redundant from my last job was seemingly terrible. Well, that's when I started working for myself. So, sometimes a bad thing needs to happen. And this is actually very Jupiter sometimes because people think Jupiter is the planet of luck. Uh, but sometimes expansion comes through hardship because there need to be space to happen good things. So keep believing. Sometimes it's just a timing thing and it will still happen. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I really enjoyed talking to all of you. So nice to meet you all. Um, I hope you're gonna have a good day, evening from where you're at now. I'm gonna have a relaxing evening, uh, working on some projects, and I'm gonna be back for readings in July if anyone would be interested. So I'm wishing you all the best, and until next time.